Previously on I Am Not.
Thank you. Look at Tondo.
All I want is positivity and good news.
What's up, people? It's your boy Wuz Good, and today I'm linking with a weapons specialist, Nalita, aka Sensei Bay. Now, I've been doing martial arts most of my life, and while that's cool, that doesn't mean you necessarily know what to do with weapons, your hands, or your feet. In actuality, you don't learn to really do anything cool until you get your black belt. That's why it's important for me to brush up on some skills with the one and only Sensei Bay.
Today, I'm teaching Wes how to be a weapons specialist.
It's very windy, and this seems like the perfect weather for me to change. Ninja finish. Because I couldn't find my black belt, I decided to come as Blade.
Oh my god, we have Blade here. Wesley, whoops!
I need help taking my... Should I put this back inside?
Can you?
You know the drill, guys. 3 hours on the clock.
So right now what we're going to be holding is called the arnis stick. This comes from the art of eskrima, also known as arnis, from Filipino martial arts. So with Filipino martial arts, I'm a proud Pinay. Hello, Pakawayan. Grips are going to be dependent on every person. So what we say is that you put your fingers on the stick. That'll be my 1-finger grip. That'll be my 2-finger grip. 3, 4. So from here, your stick is up. You always want to have that backhand up. He's already on par because he's a fighter inside. Hey, okay. But what we want to make sure of, you always want to think of it as a blade. So if you were holding a knife or a sword or a blade, you always want to hit with where your knuckles are, okay? Because technically, if I show you later on, this is where the blade of your stick would be. Okay? So facing the front,
control.
Number 1. Good. Retract to the backhand side. Number 2. Retract to the forehand side. Number 3. Retract to the backhand side. Number 4. And number 5 is now what we're gonna be called a puño or a thrust. I'm gonna retract the stick back to my forehand side low, and I'm puñoing or thrusting to the solar plex or to the stomach. Okay, I think I should teach him a few blocks and the reason why we check, okay? So the first thing we're gonna learn is called a sweep block. Sweep block, like you got a brew. Because we all sweep nowadays, right? So sweep block, it's almost like you're gonna build up this straight little wall or have your broom right in front of you. So if you were to attack now, if I say attack at number 1, you're gonna slash at number 1, I'm going to block. The second line of defense is gonna be my checking hand. Boom, my checking hand, okay? I'm gonna be his dummy. I'm gonna put full trust in him, even though he is not a weapon specialist just yet. Today's drill is going to be sombrada, which is like a transfer back and forth of offensive moves and defensive. Everybody's sombrada is different depending on the system that you're in. This is just a 5-step one that we're going to do as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly. So
You're popping that thing. This thing is popping.
Open.
All right, 2 hours on
7.
the clock.
Down 8. Thrust.
Jeez! What the heck?
All right, guys. So we're gonna move on to the Chris sword. Are you ready?
I hope so.
This is the traditional Chris sword from Southeast Asia, but specifically in the Philippines as well. This is known as a striking or a hacking style weapon. Very dangerous because of the snake formation on it. So just as much as it goes in, it hurts to come out if you make it that far. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Choose your weapon, sir.
I think got some weight to it.
We're gonna go very slow.
Yeah.
2 hours left, and we're using swords.
4, 5.
Being a martial artist is really about control. Because if you're not careful, someone's finger, stomach, or face is getting cut open.
2, down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yo,
9.
I'm kind of getting this.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
You are on your way to being a weapon specialist.
You
If
hear
this
that?
is day 1, imagine what he will do. So now we're gonna move on to the second weapon, which is the 3-sectional staff. First thing we're gonna work on is a forward spin, and we're gonna hold it like a traditional staff. From here, I take the momentum and I start swinging forward, and we're just gonna go into the figure 8 pattern going forward. Just like a traditional staff that you would do, hold it out a little bit wider, that way you have control over the weapon. Whatever your dominant leg is, I would step that dominant leg in front. So the pattern that you wanna go into is, yes, going forward, switching it over, Other side.
Here goes nothing.
2 times.
Ooh. There you go, keep going, keep going. Easy, oh. Punch your knee. Rotate back and forth, that's it. Yeah, so when you're going into the left, you want to rotate your torso as well. So use that momentum. This will help direct it, but this is what gives you the power and the momentum as you go. Now we're going to turn from the other direction to now where he goes into a reverse figure 8. As I'm twirling, because I know I'm going to pivot into the reverse figure 8, I need to start to bring my hands closer. So now my hands will come closer, and as I come around, now notice how my hands are together now.
Alright, example.
So I'm going forward. Sometimes that happens. So again, arms are a little bit wider. You just turn the lights on and off. As I start to rotate, so this is now, I know I'm gonna rotate and I switch my hands and my feet.
Let me derobe for this.
Right.
Here we go.
Control it, momentum of the upper body. Turn that torso into it. Not just your arms, torso.
Torso.
Think about that position before you go yet.
That's not exactly what I was trying to do.
I would say I want you to control it, bring it a little bit closer. And let this be the my turn, my power going into it. Great.
Kids,
if not, it's the practice.
Don't try this at home.
This is the time to shine, where I take everything that was taught to me by my sensei Bei, and I apply it. I never want to make the same mistake again, so it's time to go further than I've ever gone before.
Launch up, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going! Practice the self-belief and just like you gotta keep momentum going. That was amazing, man.
Man, my heart is racing.
It's like Bruce Lee said, I don't fear the man that does 1,000 kicks or 10,000 kicks. I fear the man that does 1 kick 10,000 times. You keep practicing with this, you're gonna be great.
You heard it here first from Sensei Bei.
I think you're an honorary Sensei Chocolate Bay.
Thank you so much. Guys, see you guys on the next episode.
And that is that on that. As you can see, I pretty much handled the Arnie sticks with flying colors. The Chris sword didn't lose any fingers. I got this. And the 3-sectional staff. Yeah, that one you thought it defeated. Okay, you know what? Actually, you weren't supposed to see that part.
I gotta put in work because the rich do.